Manchester United nil, Arsenal 1. Well, as my dad, who's a Manchester United fan, just texted me, at least we were competitive this year. And you were competitive last year at this fixture as well. This was a very, very a good performance, I think, by Manchester United. I think the statistics will show, which I'll go over in a moment. I thought they were, at least from the eyeball test, the better team. But unfortunately, they were not able to score a goal, and Arsenal was. I don't think Arsenal was as dangerous as they could be. They really didn't play as well as they could have. But again, this is usually what happens when Arsenal plays at Old Trafford. They don't usually play at their best, and they didn't play at their very best today. I thought Manchester United did reasonably well, and I'm going to bring up the statistics right now. Okay, the possession was 61%, about 60 to 40% in favor of Manchester United, which I thought was right. And shots on goal, 7 shots on goal by Manchester United to 3 by Arsenal. 22 shots attempts to 9 by Arsenal. Arsenal had more fouls, 19 to 10. 4 yellow cards to Arsenal, 1 to Manchester United. No reds. 4 corner kicks to 3. Arsenal beat 1 there. That. And David Raya made 7 saves to Arsenal's 2. To Manchester United's 2 saves. And but you'll have to look at the goal by Calafiori as an error by a goalkeeper. By the goalkeeper Binder. I think that's how you say it. The Declan Rice took the corner. It's in the 13th minute. Took the corner, and he doesn't get his hand on it. He doesn't push it away. It goes right to Calafiori. Now, to be fair, if Calafiori doesn't touch it, the ball I think is going to go in. It's going to hit the post and then go in. But nevertheless, it was a poor save attempt by the goalkeeper. And again, this was a game that was supposed to be York-Ayers versus Sesko, and the fact that York-Ayers and Sesko were both going to be were both looked at by Arsenal. Arsenal obviously went with York-Ayers. Manchester United eventually picked up Sesko, and they didn't even face each other out on the pitch. Because York-Ayers went off the 60-minute mark, and Sesko came in on the 65th minute mark. I liked watching Sesko make his runs. When you watch the game on TV, you could see him make good runs, but Manchester United could not get the ball into the middle. They could not get the ball into the danger zone. They just really weren't very good at that because Arsenal was defending very, very well. Arsenal, really is really fortunate to come away with a win on this because, like I said, you call it set piece FC if you want, but it's still a goal that Arsenal was very fortunate to get, and I thought, again, like I said, I thought Manchester United was the better team by the eye test. But again, this is a place where Arsenal has struggled, has not done very well at Old Trafford. Manchester United seems to play their best against Arsenal, and they seem even when Manchester United, like last season, were 15th in the league, they still should have beaten Arsenal. I think Bruno Fernandes scored a free kick, with a well taken free kick, and Declan Rice drew the game in like the 71st, 72nd minute, something like that. But really, Manchester United should have won that game last year, just like they should have won the game this year. But again, they had a difficult time with the Arsenal defense. Arsenal defense was fantastic in this game. I thought that Saliba and Raphael were Saliba and Gabriel. I don't know why I say Raphael. I'm sorry. I'm poor with names. I apologize for that. Saliba and Raphael and Gabriel did fantastic in the defense. I thought Calafiori did reasonably well, as did Ben White. I thought Ben White was a surprise to me. I thought that Timber would start, but Timber did come on in this after White got injured. But still a good solid win for Arsenal, a good way to start the season. You don't, assuming they don't draw in the FA or Cup or the Carling Cup, they won't have to go back to Old Trafford. They're done for the season at this place, and they can now worry about Leeds and hopefully getting six points after 2 wins before they have to go to Anfield and play against Liverpool. Manchester United, again, this was a better performance, but really, they didn't, even though they controlled the ball, they really didn't put Raya, have Raya make very many tremendous saves. Raya didn't have to save the ball a whole lot in this game. But look, Manchester United is a decent team, a good team, but and they should be better than 15th. Okay, they should be better than 15th this season, but again, this was a tough place to go for Arsenal. A tough win for Manchester United. Arsenal defense fantastic as usual. David Raya fantastic in goal. Again, I thought that Odegaard had a decent game. I thought Arsenal overall had a. I wouldn't say it was a great game. I wouldn't say it was a good. In fact, I wouldn't call it a good game. I thought they did reasonably well, all things considered. I know they said they didn't play very well, but then they really didn't. They didn't play as well as they played against last week against Athletic Bilbao, but they played well enough to get the win. Granted, a fantastic goal by Calafiori off a corner kick by Declan Rice. Again, Manchester United should be better than 15. Should be. I don't know if they're going to be top 5, top 6, something like that, but they're going to be better. They're going to get goals. They're going to have an interesting game against Fulham next week. Fulham is going to be an interesting matchup for Manchester United next week. But again, we'll see how that all pans out. But again, Arsenal gets the win. Manchester United 0, Arsenal 1. 3 points for Arsenal. A tremendous win for Arsenal. A great way to start the season, especially with the games they have to play in the first 2 months of the season. Very, very difficult for Arsenal to start the season with tough games. But hey, 1-0, we'll take it. Good for Arsenal. And thanks for watching. Please click like, share, and subscribe. Have a good rest of your day.